And welcome back to the Blooming Journal Live. You're back with me, Colleen Watson, president of Century Fat Publishing, where we spotlight small businesses by finding the words that resonate with their ideal customers. We are continuing our series today, Marketing 101, Getting in Bite-Sized Pieces. Thank you for coming back today. For those of you who are just joining me, welcome. For those of you who've been following along this whole time, I'm so grateful for your support. So glad you're back here. So we're continuing the whole explanation of marketing from a non-marketer's perspective. If you watched last week, was a former librarian who decided to make their living writing, always wanted to do it through the words, and decided that I was going to do it in business, and suddenly I was a marketer, so I had to figure this all out myself. I know that many of you are in the same position, so I thought I'd help you out. So we're continuing this topic. We're bouncing off Fridays, which was copy. We talked about how copy began as a newspaper term, and it refers to the text of advertising, which brings us to the term copywriter. A copywriter is a person who writes the text of advertisements or public materials. And so this is where it gets interesting. So copywriting has a very specific skill, and that is to sell. A copywriter is part of the umbrella of advertising. And if you remember from last week, advertising always ends with an ask. And we talked about that. The carpeting commercial, 588-2300 Empire. And the last word in that commercial is today. That's the ask. Call us today. We've given you the number, call, right? So it always has an ask. Now, the ask is not always so straightforward, right? Sometimes that ask is more nuanced. And the job of a copywriter is to find the words that go with the images that are going to touch on those emotional points and lead you to buy. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but eventually. Because what they're doing is they're keeping you top of mind, right? So it was a copywriter who came up with things like Nike's Just Do It tag, right? That's really important, finding the words in the promo. They write all of the in a radio commercial or television commercial, the voiceover. A radio is all voice, but in television, it's images and voice, and they're responsible for all of that. So copywriter. So when you're thinking like, oh, I need a copywriter, that is what you're really doing. Is you're getting ready to advertise. So you're, getting any, budget is everything. So maybe you're getting ready to advertise on Google or Facebook. You're still going to need an ad that has words, particularly on those that really resonate. And that also, you need keywords, which is something we've already talked about. Keywords are the way that search engines find what you're looking for, because they've put all the same things with the same keywords together in a file folder, and that's what comes up when you put in those keywords, right? And they base those keywords on searches. The most common way people search for something becomes a keyword, right? So copy is all about finding the right words that are going to touch on emotions, get the keywords if you're online. So you need somebody who's really good at that, who specializes in that. And they're all over the place. But if you're looking for somebody to write your blog, that's a different topic. And that is a content creator, which is what we're going to talk about tomorrow. So please come on back. We're ending on a cliffhanger. I'm not above that. If you want to talk all things marketing, there is my Calendarly. Would love to chat with you about any of this. Also in the show notes. We're so happy that you came along today, rock stars. And remember, it's never too late to bloom. Have a wonderful Monday. Bye-bye.